NFC Championship game. Obviously, I'm going to do the AFC Championship, so keep your eyes open for that game. If you love these prediction videos that I do for the NFL, please give it a like. I like bringing you the most realistic gameplay and prediction out there. I try to play as to the respective teams that I'm playing with. Try to play exactly the way they do, and I'll come in, break down the big plays in this game, and this is going to be a good one. So watch the whole video, enjoy it. I'll come in and break down the plays that were huge in this game.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Now a play fake here on first down. He completes it to Jullio Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
On that previous play, I didn't really see where the offensive pass interference occurred, but I think the Packers got away with that one. But here's the first big play of the game. Both defenses unexpectedly were playing really well in this game, and turnover on special teams. That's how it usually goes. A big turnover on special teams kind of sets the momentum for the game. But as you see the Packers offense, the offensive game plan for this game was quick passes, get Jared Cook matched up against their linebackers, just let Aaron Rodgers decipher their defense, run the ball, and play the time of possession game to help the Packers defense out so they won't be on the field as much against the Atlanta Falcons high-powered offense.
On third down, Ryan. He's got time. Getting it out left side to Sanu. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Defensively, game plan wise, it was simple. Keep the Atlanta Falcons in front of me. Be physical. Hit them. Get physical with their receivers. And when we press coverage, we're going to play a lot of two-man under. Basically have the two safeties over the top, double team Jullio, and just force them to go underneath, come up, make the tackle, and hit them and force turnovers. And that was another big turnover in the game. They got a sack on Aaron Rodgers. Their defense was holding up as well, so it was just more of a defensive battle that played out more than a shootout that I was expecting it to be.
Now Ryan on second down. Drops it off for Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a...
Atlanta had a couple drives in this game, but the big key thing was creating turnovers. Limiting them to field goals when they got in the red zone. And with the combination of zones I was playing, I mixed it up with zone blitzes, just giving Matt Ryan different looks that he had to account for, and basically just playing cat and mouse with Kyle Shanahan with showing press coverage, not showing press coverage, and basically cat and mouse game with Kyle Shanahan the whole time, forcing him to try to get out of his run game and go to his other options instead of Jullio. Another thing that caught my eye on film is Brian Poole. He's so susceptible to crossing routes. He's not a good man-to-man cover guy, so once I got Cobb in the slot and I saw him matched up one-on-one and I knew it was man coverage, I was going there all the time, and especially if he wasn't getting no help. He doesn't do a good job. Sometimes he'll overplay, so I had him make a lot of tough choices in his coverages, and it led to a big play in the game later on.
Freeman again. They give him 14 yards that. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And they go backwards here. Losing yards. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns 6 DBs on
Right here, Atlanta needed a huge drive. They converted right here, and they needed to get points on the board, either a field goal or a touchdown to give them, you know, some sort of confidence, because I've been stifling with the defensive schemes I've been running. But here I pulled a little too much conservative coverage and let Jullio just get a free release, and it burnt me there just like they did against Dallas when Jason Witten converted that 3rd and 14th. But that's why you got to play aggressive.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and they will get themselves on the board here outside. Throwing his Rodgers on 3rd down. And this is Cook with the grab.
Why would you go for possession?
On 3rd down. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. It's caught. Jones. The 21 yards there as they...
In the second half, Atlanta started to attack the spots where I was vulnerable. They started to make adjustments. They started to catch on when I was blitzing and when I was dropping in coverage. They hit me with some screen pass. They were using the Packers defensive line against them with those screen passes. So they were making a pretty good adjustment. So I had to not overhaul my game plan, but just adjust. At this point, you're adjusting. You're not re-changing your game plan, but you're just making little adjustments towards what they're doing. And right here, big, you know, point in the red zone of coming up with a big stop, forcing them to a field goal and not a touchdown. Huge.
To knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And Bryant's kick.
He try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll go from midfield. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. Give him 9. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. It gets it over the middle to Cobb.
Right here, this is just a huge part of the game that's coming up. Aaron Rodgers just converted that huge 4th down. They end up getting a penalty, but I think it was right here. They just made it up. Aaron Rodgers, strong arm, read the coverage. It was a cover 4, a high-low. So a comeback route or a hook route was basically going to be open because of the way the corner was drifting back, and just read it, and that powerful arm that Aaron Rodgers got, pinpoint accuracy, just delivered the ball on the money. And that was a big conversion to continue to run for the Packers.
They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. He's got time. And the touchdown for the score.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run.
Just a 1-yard gain. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Getting it out left side to Sanu. A good gain of 4. And the kick for the 41. Throwing again. Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be to right.
Once again, Atlanta gets in the red zone, but coming up with big plays in the red zone helps. And when you got a high-powered offense like the Atlanta Falcons do, limit them, I keep saying this word wrong, having them just settle for field goals instead of touchdown is big. Because now you make them chase you instead of you chasing them. And controlling the time of possession was key to help the defense out. And this penalty was on Atlanta, and it helped Green Bay.
As they try and bleed it out.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He completes it middle of the field to Janis.
After that big conversion on the previous 3rd down, Aaron Rodgers tries to make a play, tries to get to the outside, tries to get the 1st down, but gets leveled and fumbles the ball. Big turnover, but Atlanta can't get anything done. So once again, it goes to another third down with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Aaron Rodgers breaks out, and then an amazing play by just Hanley there just got him, and I couldn't believe it. I thought he had Jeff Janis open again, but game-saving tackle, and just when he came to the ground, the ball came out. That's what happened to Jullio Jones on that play. I couldn't believe it. I thought he caught it, but he didn't hang on to it through the whole process of the catch, but he makes up for it right here by being Jullio Jones.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that'll move.
Big third down right here. Randall Cobb lined up in the slot. And remember, I told you to pay attention to Brian Poole, the slot corner. Bit on the Randall Cobb just enough. Jeff Janis gets behind him, gets a big gain, and right here, this basically sealed it for the Atlanta Falcons. A huge run by Christian Michael, and that was it. And the Packers are going to the Super Bowl, and I'm picking the Packers to go to the Super Bowl. I got the Packers in a very somewhat low scoring of a game. Anytime you have this much hype between these offenses and they already played each other, it doesn't usually play out. I think sometimes in a shootout, it ends up playing in a low scoring. Who commits the biggest turnover? Who forces the biggest turnover? And in this game, the way Aaron Rodgers has been playing, I trust him more than I trust Matt Ryan. So I'm going to pick the Green Bay Packers. I think the Packers defense do just enough and won't have to see the field enough if the Packers have long sustained drives and keep their defense off, which will allow them to play fresh and won't have to show everything with to the Atlanta Falcons. So I got the Packers pulling an upset on the road. I just don't trust Matt Ryan in these big game situations. I trust Aaron Rodgers. I got the Packers going to the Super Bowl.
Talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.